Good evening, guys. Able to hear me? Good evening, guys. Able to hear me? Awesome. बढ़िया. Mm, okay. So I think yesterday I was discussing with you till the formation of the allies, no? Till here. I gave you an idea about this, where there were different themes which were going on. So we need to see certain time issues and timeline of certain events which happened one after the other, which eventually led to the beginning and the continuation of World War One. Now, the story of World War One starts by on the 28th of July 1914 when Austria attacked Serbia. And to be honest, guys, nobody, even those who started the war, never anticipated that it is going to end up becoming such a huge conflict or such a huge expensive war. Nobody anticipated. किसी को ये अम, ख्याल भी नहीं था कि अंत में ये जंग इतना बड़ा हो जाएगा that people will end up killing each other. Nobody really expected things to go so bad in the entire dispute. None. In reality, it was a very simple dispute. As of today, I mean, even today, if you go to Europe and ask Europeans why did they even fight World War One, even they don't know why they fought. Europeans have no idea to why they even fought the battle in the first place. Even they don't know why they fought. That's the reality of this entire conflict. Now, the battle actually started, as you see, in the background of a minor dispute, and particularly Slavic nationalism, because of Slavic nationalism or pan Slavism, also called the Slavic nationalism. 1870, German unification is completed. Bismarck unites Germany. Now, see, once Bismarck unites Germany, Bismarck is not going to stop just at Europe. He wanted greater role for Germany. मतलब इसके दिमाग में यही था कि दुनिया में सबसे बड़ा महत्वपूर्ण पावर होना चाहिए जर्मनी. I mean, world's biggest power, world's most popular power has to be Germany. Now, this is what Bismarck actually had in his mind always. Now, Bismarck had a foreign policy which obviously targeted France and targeted Russia from the very beginning. So he's continued that idea of isolation of France even after the battle, and he also wanted to build a very strong Germany. I mean, Bismarck was one of the first guys to actually talk about this concept called Germania. Germania is that idea of greater Germany or दुनिया में सबसे powerful type of Germany. Now, during German unification, Bismarck obviously took away the territory of Alsace-Lorraine, which was the most important industrial territory of France. The territory of Alsace and Lorraine, which was the most important or most significantly important um, industrial territory of France. Now, as part of Bismarck's foreign policy, he was very successful in the isolation of France thanks to Battle of Sedan 1870 and subsequent signing of Treaty of Frankfurt. You remember I told you about how Treaty of Frankfurt was signed in the Palace of Versailles, and making it look as if Bismarck is this and Germany is this great power which has been able to establish itself in that Palace of Versailles. Oh, yes, Varsha. It is pan Germany. There is only one problem with this concept of pan Germany. In Bismarckian mindset, or in actually in German mindset, Germans are typical ideal case of jingoistic nationalism. That is, they had an idea or a kind of nationalism where if you see from a German perspective, all people of Germany are worthy of living. Rest on the earth can die because they are a वेस्टेज ऑफ रिसोर्स. मतलब दुनिया में भूमि पे जो भी दूसरे लोग हैं वो मर सकते हैं, उनको मर जाना चाहिए, क्योंकि जर्मनी और जर्मन्स आर द वर्दी पीपल ऑफ लिविंग, अदर्स कैन डाई. टिपिकल concept of nature of law. The typical concept of nature of law. You know how in nature of law they believe the strong must survive and the weak must die. Bismarck wanted to implement this practically. Now that's why slowly, apart from isolation of France, Bismarck also started doing secret military alliances or secret military gatherings, secret military groupings with Austria-Hungary, with England, and with Russia. Now the beauty of the secret military gatherings is he was doing an agreement with Russia against England, while at the same time he was doing an agreement with England against Russia. इंग्लैंड के खिलाफ रशिया के साथ भी ट्रीटी कर रहा था और रशिया के खिलाफ इंग्लैंड से भी ट्रीटी कर रहा था. सीक्रेट. Bismarck was trying to be quite smart. That's the reality. In the year 1872, he first invited a three emperors league, a meeting between Kaiser William of Germany, Tsar Alexander I of Russia, and Francis Joseph of Austria. Now, the idea was Bismarck was aiming to form an alliance mainly to isolate France so that ever in future, Russia or Austria must not go and become friends with France. Now, for this, he invited a three emperors league or three emperors grouping in 1872. This league mainly decided on certain terms and conditions for the European history. Now, that is number one, Russia, Austria, and and England, or Russia, Austria, and Germany are going to maintain the existing territorial arrangements, whatever they have. Good evening, namaste, Sandeep. So, whatever territorial agreements these three have, they will maintain that. At the same time, Austria, Russia, and Germany will ensure that there is never a revolutionary movement in Europe. They will not encourage it, they will not support it, they will, if needed, if it is ever started, they will even suppress it. But they will make sure it is never started. And at the same time, they are also, I mean, all the three emperors or all the three kings are always going to consult each other if in case any major international difficulty comes to existence or any major international challenge comes to existence. Now, there was only one problem with this three emperors league. The problem was, remember I told you something called Slavism or Slavic nationalism. I mean, okay, 1 second. I'll see. I'm drawing something, but this is not for your scaling purposes. Only for reference purposes. Only for reference purposes. Italy, Austria, Germany, Switzerland, France, Eastern Europe, Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, um, Albania, Turkey, Russia. Okay, I'm just giving you an idea. यहाँ पे एक प्रॉब्लम था. ये जो सर्बिया है ना, ये जो सर्बिया, सर्बिया, अल्बानिया, से ग्रीस, मॉन्टेनीग्रो, रोमानिया, these people are all Slavics, Slavs, ethnically Slavs. Like for example, you would have heard about ethnicities in the world. Like for example, Caucasians or Asians, Korean, Chinese, Austric, Australo-Negroid, African, Afrikaner. You would have heard about these ethnic words. ऐसा ही ईस्टर्न यूरोप में कल्चर एक एथनिक ग्रुप था, स्लाविक्स। ये लोग ज्यादातर ईस्टर्न यूरोप में थे। दिस पीपल आर मोस्टली इन ईस्टर्न यूरोप बिटवीन रोमानिया, बुल्गारिया, सर्बिया, अल्बानिया, ग्रीस, अराउंड दिस पीरियड। नाउ रशिया वाज आल्सो पार्टली स्लाविक। ओके, originally this all used to be part of Ottoman Turkey. Bulgaria, Serbia, Albania, they used to be part of Ottoman Turkey. But जैसे जैसे Ottoman kingdom became weak, एक एक करके these countries started to get independence. And naturally, Russia, Austria, both were fighting to maintain their influence in this Eastern Europe. They both wanted to create their own spheres of influence in these places. They both had the intention to create their own spheres of influence in these parts. Nearby, yes, Adriatic Sea, Mediterranean, Red Sea, Adriatic Sea, that region. यहाँ पे the entire problem was this territory. It was actually an Austrian colony, but the territory was Bosnia. Bosnia was also a Slavic region, but was under Austrian occupation. Now, naturally, listen to this. Bosnians want independence. Who is supporting independence movements of all the Slavic people? Who is supporting? I told you. Russia. Russia. So if all the Slavic regions are getting independence, and if Russia is supporting it, naturally, such a Slavic independence movement would mean Austria will lose Bosnia. तो इसका मतलब हुआ Austria is against Slavic independence movement. So if Austria is against Slavic independence, Russia is for Slavic independence. So naturally, these two are enemies. Exactly, Antariba. So if these two are enemies, do you really think a three emperors league will even make sense? Do you think the three emperors league will even make sense? Because in that in when it comes to Slavic independence movement, it is very clear that Russia and Austria are actually enemies of each other. That is why the first three emperors league of 1872 was actually a weak alliance. This region which we spoke now, the Eastern Europe region, that region is called Balkan Europe. Balkan states. Even today we call it Balkan states. Exactly. The funny part is in the three emperors league, Austria, Russia, and Germany are together saying that they will work together. The funny part is Austria is against Russia and Russia is against Austria. So mainly because of the Balkan independence movement, the three emperors league could never really work. While three emperors league was still there was also Russo-Turkish War which was going on in 1878 during that period. This was basically about rivalry between Austria and Russia in the Balkans. In 1875, five Balkan states, Balkan basically means Bulgaria, Serbia, Albania, Montenegro, these people. Five Balkan states revolted against Turkish. Now, my question to you, in Europe, who is supporting Slavic independence? Russia. Who is opposing it? Who is opposing Slavic independence movement? Austria. Okay. Now, these Slavic states are actually declaring their independence from whom? Originally, they've been declaring ek ke baad ek. From which kingdom they were declaring independence? Ottoman Turkey, right? So now, as per principle of natural relationships, don't you think then Turkey and Austria are friends, natural friends? And if Russia is supporting further independence movements from Turkey, Russia and Turkey are natural enemies of each other. Now, you understand how world relations were going on. 1875, five Balkan states revolted against Turkish rule. Russia supported them. Russia supported the Balkan states. Finally, on March 8th, 1878, Turkey was defeated by Russians, and Turkey was made to sign a forceful treaty called Treaty of San Stefano, in which a new, could say, Eastern European Balkan state was created called Big Bulgaria. Naturally, Bulgaria establishment में Russia ने support किया था, so Bulgaria became Russian support. The funny part is this peace, this temporary peace and temporary Big Bulgaria was actually established by Bismarck. Now that is always strange. In fact, यहाँ पे तो in this entire dispute, Germany actually has no role, right? बिस्मार्क का कोई ज्यादा जायदाद नहीं था, बिस्मार्क का कुछ प्रॉपर्टी नहीं था. There was nothing for Bismarck or Germany to play a role. It's very strange. But Bismarck became the hero, bringing peace between these two. That was a sphere of influence. And then his three emperors league was not working. Bismarck's original three emperors league was not working. And in the Turkish war, Turkey actually was defeated. Balkan states were getting created. So in 1879, Germany, which is Bismarck, and Austria, they signed a treaty called Dual Alliance. Under this dual alliance, if if Russia attacks Austria, Germany will come and support Russia. And if Russia attacks Germany, Austria will come and help Germany. Now, this was dual alliance was a defensive treaty. Now, they are not planning to go together and attack Russia. ऐसा कोई plan नहीं था. But अगर कभी कोई attack हुआ, तो हम मदद करेंगे. Good evening, Power. Yes. अगर कोई attack हुआ, तो they will come and help each other. So, on one side, Bismarck signed the Three Emperors League and said that we will all work together, help each other, and exist together. While at the same time, he's also signing the Dual Alliance. Germany actually sided with Austro-Hungarian Empire. Now, इसके दो reasons हैं. See, Austria is a lower power. So Germany, if it is part of Austrian alliance, so Germany will always be the superpower. Germany preferred a weak partner, which he could more easily control. And Germany would also throw open the Danube Valley for German trade, Austria. And both Austrians and Germans were natural allies. They both were German-speaking people anyway. And the dual alliance was basically in terms of a military support. And initially, dual alliance entire intention was only if Russia attacks, they will come and help each other. If anybody else other than Russia attacks Austria or Germany, they will remain neutral. So basically, you would agree with me if I say that dual alliance was clearly an anti-Russia treaty. तो साफ दिख रहा है ना? Doesn't it look like dual alliance entire intention or target is only Russia, nothing else? Now see this. He did 1872 Three Emperors League, first Three Emperors League, which did not work out. Then he did a dual alliance with Austria, saying that agar if Russia ever attacks one of you, then the one of us will come and help you. Bismarck again did a second Three Emperors League. So Bismarck still wanted to keep the Russian friendship. Russian दोस्ती अभी भी चाहिए था इसको. Even after signing the dual alliance. Bismarck still wanted to keep the Russian friendship. So he went for renewal of Three Emperors League. नहीं Antaripa, Bismarck is very, very smart. He wants people to keep fighting among themselves so that he can maintain his dominance. Bismarck is like today's America. See, if you want to say Bismarck is like today's America, like for example, see, America on one side fights Al Qaeda, but also supports Al Qaeda in Syria. यही अल कायदा को पैसे देता है सीरिया में. Right? America gives money to Al Qaeda in Syria to fight against Bashar al Assad. But at the same time, it also plays a double game. That is America. That is how it actually works also. बहुत ही double game वाला. Bismarck, that is basically Bismarckian realism. What Bismarck was doing is realism, guys. Pure and purest form of realism. So while he had the Three Emperors League, failed the first time, he continued the Three Emperors League again. He reinvited them. This time, Balkans were divided into two types. The East Balkans, which is Bulgaria, was given to Russia. West Balkans, which was basically Serbia, was Bosnia Herzegovina, given to Austria. All the three emperors this time again decided to actually work together if in case there is a need for war. Bismarck kept on instigating one country against the other. See, that is why even today, if you observe, Today we have a global convention that if you do an international agreement, you know how countries actually declare that? इवन अगर आप नॉर्थ कोरिया से मिले हैं तो आपको पब्लिकली बोलना पड़ेगा कि दैट यू हैव हैड अ मीटिंग विद नॉर्थ कोरिया. It is because of this, purely because of this. Now, Three Emperors League was invited again. The second Three Emperors League, Bismarck still wanted the friendship to continue, and he continued that logic. Yes, 1890. Finally, after Three Emperors League in 1881, in the year 1882, Italy came and joined the Dual Alliance. You know the Dual Alliance which was there 1879. इसमें इटली आके ज्वाइन हुआ. Now इटली का सिंपल एक ही लॉजिक था. Italy wanted some islands in this part. ये जो नॉर्थ में है ना, यूरोप, अफ्रीका के ये एरिया में, there are islands, Trieste, Trianon, and Trent. And Italy had very simple honesty. जो भी मुझे आइलैंड देगा वो मेरा दोस्त. इटली वॉज लाइक, अपन को आइडियोलॉजी से कोई मतलब नहीं, बिस्मार्क मम्मी मार कुछ नहीं चाहिए, आइलैंड दे दो हम खुश. whoever gives island, they are his friend. Unfortunately, both the parties cheated Italy. Because after the war started, Italy changed sides. It was like रशिया ब्रिटेन के साइड में ज्यादा लोग हैं तो वहां जाऊंगा. They also said ठीक है हम भी दे देंगे, जो whatever Germany was giving you we will also give. So Italy fought from British side. After the war, they invited Italy to sign documents. The documents were in English. Victorio Orlando doesn't know English. He was a knowing lad. दस्तखत करके आ गया ट्रीटी ऑफ वर्साइल पे. आने के बाद घर में बोले कुछ नहीं दिया. जर्मनी के साथ होता तो एटलीस्ट कुछ तो मिलता, इज्जत तो मिलती. ब्रिटेन के साथ वो भी नहीं मिला. That is why Italy then the Second World War came with Benito Mussolini and hatred. That's why Italy was so bad in the Second World War. इनकी बेइज्जती हो गई थी. Italy simply wanted Tunisia and some parts of northern regions which were under French control, and Italy was like, हमको जमीन दे दो हम तुम्हारे दोस्त. Simple logic. Now the funniest part is Bismarck also did a treaty with Russia called Reassurance Treaty without informing Austria, declaring that Russia and Germany will maintain neutrality if either of them get involved in a war with third power. Except if Germany is attacked by France or if Russia is attacked by Austro-Hungarian Empire. Don't you think the reassurance treaty is a direct contradiction to the dual alliance? And सच कहूं तो डबल गेम खेलने में बिस्मार्क माहिर थे. This man was unbelievable. Unbelievable. See, Bismarck's idea was mainly to prevent a two war. However, in the year 1890, one interesting development happened in the world. Otto von Bismarck was removed from government by the king. King William II removed Bismarck from the politics, from the position. Now, You guys may get a question. तुम्हारा दिमाग में एक क्वेश्चन आएगा, सर ये सब ठीक है, व्हाट अबाउट ब्रिटेन? ब्रिटेन क्यों साइलेंट है, राइट? A doubt may come to you, sir, all this is okay, but what about Britain? Why is Britain silent? Why are we not talking anything about Britain? While all these treaties were happening with Bismarck, Bismarck had a silent agreement or an unwritten agreement with Britain saying that Britain will not get involved into European politics. Germany will not get involved into world politics. So they both had an unwritten agreement. Bismarck or Germany will not get involved into world politics. Britain will not get involved into European politics. Now, this was an agreement between Bismarck and Britain. But as of 1890, now that Bismarck is gone, do you think King Kaiser William II is really going to follow that? There is no guarantee. You can hear the background noise. Okay, thankfully. 1890, Bismarck is gone. He is removed from power. German King Kaiser William openly declared that Germany is now going to participate in world politics. That is, Germany wants to be a world power. We are not afraid of Britain. Germany demanded a place in the sun. Now, the minute Germany declares this, the first person who's going to get very, very angry about this in 1890 was Britain. Britain quit its isolation and Britain became very, very arrogant. Britain became very angry. At the same time, in 1894, France and Russia also did an agreement where Russia and France agreed to share weapons, form a military alliance, mainly in case of an attack by the Triple Alliance. France and Russia came together now. Just like Bismarck, just like Germany, France and Russia also did an agreement among themselves. England, as of 1896, England quit its isolation in Europe. The minute Germany said they are going to participate in world politics, England said, अब हम भी खेलेंगे European politics. England started to focus on Europe. So if you observe, after the German unification, the only achievement European powers did is treaty after treaty after treaty. Correct? Right? सिर्फ ट्रीटी कर रहे हैं और कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं लोग. First it was three emperors league, then it was dual alliance, second three emperors league 1881, triple alliance 1882, um, German reassurance treaty 1884, France and Russia and Germany, then Franco-Russian alliance 1894. All they are doing is treaty after treaty, gangs. Basically gang बना रहे थे ये लोग कि मैं ये ग्रुप हूं तुम वो ग्रुप हो, just like UP and NDA. Now, that is how the Triple Alliance was originally formed. So, Triple Alliance basically had Germany, Austro-Hungarian Empire, and Italy as of 1882. Between 1900 to 1908, see, by that, as of 1894, already France and Russia are friends, no? Franco-Russian Alliance. Agreed? As of 1894. अब इस फ्रेंच रशियन फ्रेंडशिप में Britain was going to come and join. Britain was going to come and join. Now, how that happened is 1882, as I said, England during the Bismarck's period, England had a guarantee from Germany that Germany doesn't want any contradictions or any conflicts with Britain. So Germany was openly saying that we only want to strengthen our forces or become powerful. That's it. Germany was not ready to even go for naval development. Germany even said that we will restrict only to Europe and not cross the high seas. Now, this was during Bismarck's Germany. But once in 1890, Bismarck was gone. Bismarck foreign policy ended. And Germany during this period grew. Now, see, I come there. The only reason why Britain was trying to get into an alliance herself is because Germany was focusing on global politics now. Germany started, I mean, talking to people like Gadar Party in India. बंदूक बेच रहा था जतीन्द्र नाथ मुखर्जी को बंगाल में. बंगाल रेवोल्यूशनरीज के साथ फोन कॉल हो रहा था जर्मनी का. सेम दे वर डूइंग इन ब्रिटेन. Same they were doing in South Africa. They were giving, Germany was giving money, weapons, supplies to the Dutch farmers in South Africa who wanted independence from Britain. Now, these were British colonies. Germany had previously promised they will not get involved into world political issues. They will only retain under European issues. From 1890, Kaiser William II, the King of Germany, he reversed all the policies of Bismarck and he started surpassing. I mean, during his period, Germany surpassed Britain even in iron and steel production. In fact, Germany was number two after America in terms of economy. Yes, yes, I can. Germany was very technological advanced to Britain. Germany had chemical industries, textile industries. The German capitalist class was continuously pressurizing Kaiser William to acquire more and more territories in Europe, more and more territories overseas. Germany was trying for colonies. I'll give you a small example. In the year 1887, between 1884 to 1887, Germany and German Chancellor at that time, Bismarck, before Bismarck quit politics, Bismarck literally invited European powers for a dinner. On the dinner table was a cake which was shaped like Africa. They cut the cake and divided Africa among themselves. These were European powers. केक बांट रहे थे अपने आप को. बेल्जियम तुम ये ले लो, साउथ अफ्रीका तुम ये ले लो, इंग्लैंड तुमको ये दो दे देंगे. Colonies. Now, at that time, please understand, the king of colonies was England. But now, by sharing Africa, who was trying to be the king of colonies? Germany, which was a direct threat to British power. That is why Britain wanted to stop Germany. Britain believed Germany ने धोखा दिया है. Germany promised peace. Germany promised neutrality, and Germany promised that it will never get involved into world issues. But now it is getting involved. And that too, it is challenging Britain directly. So this was leading to what we call a conflict of interest between Britain and Germany. Britain and Germany were going through very major conflict of interest. Now, what are the things which he did? As Rhine Valley तो बाद में कुंतल Saikiran, Rhine Valley is already with Germany by this time. Alsace-Lorraine territory already there with Germany. No, both of Rhine becomes very important afterwards. At this point, Germany was trying to become a global power, trying to replace Britain. How they were trying to doing? Number one, this was starting from 1897, getting interfering in world political issues, expansion of German Empire all over the world. In fact, Germany went to the extent of occupying islands in Pacific Ocean. Where is Pacific Ocean? Where is Germany? ये जो एरिया आप लोग माइक्रोनेशिया कहते हैं ना, माइक्रोनेशिया और माइक्रोनेशियन आइलैंड्स, Germany went and tried to occupy them. Yes, Polynesia, Micronesia near Fiji. Germany had islands there. Germany also started doing naval empowerment. All this under Kaiser William, not under Bismarck. By this time, Bismarck is gone. So, with thanks to Bismarck, Germany has bad relations with Europeans. Thanks to Kaiser William II, Germany has ruined its relations with Britain. For example, world politics, Boer War, 1896 May, there was a war in South Africa. This was actually a war between South African Dutch farmers and British in South Africa. Has nothing to do with Germans. ये लोग German farmers भी नहीं है. There are Dutch farmers. विलियम गए अपना आर्मी लेके सपोर्ट करने. It is this war only. Remember, Mahatma Gandhi created the Natal Volunteer Corps, and eventually he was given the award Kaiser Hind by the South African government. This Boer War. Germany was unwantedly, unnecessarily getting involved into global issues which actually have no direct connect with Germany at all. Germany has nothing to do in this. Now, second part, Moroccan crisis. Morocco में एक independence movement चल रहा था. This is a second issue where they did in world politics. Morocco, Africa में है. France was the colonizer of Morocco. In Morocco, there was an independence movement which was going on. Germany declared support for Moroccan independence movement. Kaiser William made a speech from his warship Tangier to Moroccans and supported their fight against France. Eventually, there was a conference which was happened called the Algeciras Conference. At this conference at Algeria, France was supported by Britain, Russia, Italy, Spain, United States. Germany and Austria supported Moroccans for their independence movement. Now, with Moroccan independence movement support, Germany was now irritating France. With Boer War, it was irritating Britain. And then naval empowerment. Remember वो Schleswig-Holstein? याद है वो डेनमार्क के बॉर्डर में, which was actually the only connect between Baltic Sea and North Sea. Germany built a canal there called the Kiel Canal. आज भी है ये. By building Kiel Canal, Britain has lost access to the entire North Sea because it is German canal. So अब business करना है तो Britain will have to go all the way till the north, Jutland Peninsula, Arctic Ocean, then go like this. यहाँ पे this is all icebergs. The building of Kiel Canal severely damaged British prospects of business in the north. This was a direct threat to Britain. And then Germany even proposed a direct railway line between Berlin to Baghdad. Berlin Baghdad railway line. Now, these sort of grandiose things only Britain used to do in those days. Suddenly, Germany is doing this. Once Britain started doing, Germany started doing all of this, Britain went out of control. Britain was like, "Ye nahi chalega. We need to challenge Germany." So Britain immediately reacted. In the year 1902, Britain signed a peace. Just you remember that dual alliance and triple alliance, which Germany signed? Same logic, Britain also applied. It started doing agreements, treaties. 1902 Anglo-Japanese Treaty, under which Britain and Japan would help each other if they were attacked by more than one power. This is the official statement, but the reality is they divided the world. Britain will handle the Atlantic issue, Atlantic and Indian issue, or Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean. Britain will take care. Japan will take care of Pacific. They divided the world across themselves. And clearly they were saying more than one power. Iska matlab hai, if ever the triple alliance or dual alliance attacks them, they will attack. Similarly, Britain also did an agreement with France called the Entente. Now, the funny part is the greatest achievement of the Entente is it resolved, or I mean, at least it stopped traditional rivalry of French and British. France and British were old enemies, but in the presence of a new enemy, Germany, they both were ready to help each other. We call this Entente Cordial. It was not an alliance, but it was basically a settlement of majority of the issues Britain and France had with each other. Entente Cordial. It was not a military alliance, but it was a settlement. Entente Cordial. Already there was Anglo Russo-French treaty. Britain also signed a treaty with Russia. 1907 Anglo-Russian Entente, where Russia and Britain will help each other. Clear till here? There were many treaties. So who started groupism? Who started groupism in Europe? Bismarck. Why did Britain start doing groupism as well? What was the reason? Yes, because Germany started to dominate the world politics. So Britain, France, and Russia, they formed triple entente. Germany, Austro-Hungary, and Italy, they had triple alliance. Europe was now ready. दो ग्रुप बन चुके थे. Triple entity, triple alliance. Entity versus alliance. Two major groups. Now, the story that you need to really understand or remember is ये पूरे picture में in 1915 Italy left, Russia came, Turkey came and sat here. Why? You need to understand why Turkey got involved in this. Turkey joined the grouping. Italy left and Turkey joined. Okay. Now, the issue of Turkey or the Eastern question. यहाँ पे झगड़ा शुरू होता है. Ottoman Empire was a very large kingdom, guys. It used to have plenty of territory. It's a very old kingdom, very large kingdom in Europe. But as time went between 15, 16, 17, 18th century, the empire had reached its climax. Now it was on a decline. As of 1800, Ottoman Empire was on a decline. एक एक करके many countries were declaring independence from Ottoman Turkey. एक एक करके most countries were getting this. By 1850s, the empire was very weak. In fact, it was restricted only to the region which it today calls Turkey. The region which they call Turkey. So this is an example of how the countries actually got or started to get independence. एक एक करके. Like for example, this entire used to be there. अब धीरे धीरे करके इजिप्ट, लिबिया, तुनिसिया, अल्जीरिया, ग्रीस, क्रेटे, साइप्रोस, बुल्गारिया, रोमानिया, सर्बिया, बॉस्निया, अल्बानिया, मॉन्टेनिग्रो, मैसेडोनिया, ग्रीस के नीचे आता है मैसेडोनिया. एक एक करके all of these were getting independent. Now, these were all like, you can say, don't get me wrong, these were all like kids. और कॉलोनी में दो अंकल थे. ये दो अंकल का ग्रुपिंग है एंटिटी अंकल, अलायंस अंकल. Both the uncles want to influence these kids. They want to keep them in their sphere of influence. That is what led to World War One. Competition चल रहा था. Russia will give lollipop, Germany will also give lollipop. तो इसी वजह से Russia will give dairy milk, Germany will give dairy milk. तो Russia will give Hershey's chocolate, Germany will give Hershey's ice cream and chocolate. तो यही चल रहा था दोनों में कंपटीशन कि मैं इनको इन्फ्लुएंस करूंगा तो मैं इनको इन्फ्लुएंस करूंगा. Eventually the within these people, within the Slav, these are all Slavic people, no? Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia are all Slavic people. In fact, झगड़ा यहाँ तक ले आए that Slavics started fighting with Slavics. Like for example, Serbia wants to create pan-Slavic country called Yugoslavia. All Slavic nations मिला के Serbia wanted to create Yugoslavia. Bulgaria also wants to create Yugoslavia. Bulgaria supported by Russia. So Serbia supported by Austria. Groupism. Bulgaria supported by Russia. So Austria supports Serbia. Serbia is the competitor of Bulgaria. तो ये लोग अपने में ही फिर से झगड़ा करने लगे. Okay. We will end this session here for today. Let us continue tomorrow in detail about the Eastern question and the Turkish question. Okay, guys. You have a nice day. Good night. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., we will have MCQ class. Tomorrow night, 9 p.m., we will have the mains discussion, mains class. Thank you guys. You have a nice day. Bye-bye. Subscribe, keep following me, and do share this YouTube video and YouTube channel across your social media, across all your platforms if you can. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.